Alright guys, how great is this? Paternoster, 2 hooks, 2 fish. Alright guys, we just hit the sand on Fraser Island. No more 2-wheel drives from here, it's all 4-wheel drive. We're just going to drive down to Eurong Beach Resort. Let's go do this.
There was an island who had a dog, and Dingo was his name. D-I-N-G-O, 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 and Dingo was his name.
Alright guys, so this is why you can't have a 2-wheel drive. The sand here, as you can see, is really soft. So that's why it's always important to have your max tracks. Make sure your tyres are softened out like we have, and as you can see down there's a bus, another car, and a bus and another car in front of that car, and that car in front of the second bus is the one that's bogged. So it's always important to make sure you've got all your safety gear. Alright, so we are stuck at the traffic jam due to someone in front of us being bogged. So it was time for morning tea. And I remembered something that's really important that I need to tell everyone here. Do not throw anything out into the environment. It is very important that you do not, because this island has dingoes on it and is the only place in the world where you can get purebred dingoes. And if you throw that out, then the dingoes eat it. So it is very important that you do not throw anything out. So we just arrived at Eurong Beach Resort. You pretty excited, girls?
Yeah!
Let's go do this. Alright guys, so it's time for a bit of a tour around Eurong Beach Resort. So if you follow me through here, this is the check-in, where you check in, and then around here you've got your bakery where you can get, morning tea, and then down there, that big building right down there, that's a shop. And the greatest thing about it is 500 meters away, the beach is down there, and you still get some really good fish down there. So if you come with me back to where we started, you can see all the rooms. And so this is all the rooms up there, and I'm going to go show you the house. Alright guys, so we've just checked in Eurong Beach Resort. Let's go check out our room. So in here we've got the kitchen. This is my bed, this is a big TV.
And this is our room.
And this is Mum and Dad's room. Alright, now let's go check out our view from the veranda. So here's our veranda. We've got a full side view. And if you look out there, you can see the ocean. Alright guys, we're looking for a really good fishing spot, and right in front of me here is an amazing one. So there's a big gutter right there. So you can tell it's a gutter with the lighter colour water and the darker colour water. And the fish love to hide down there just because of the deeper water, and that's where all the bait fish will also be sheltering. And the greatest thing is, that right there is Eurong Beach Resort. So I could get my rod, walk down here and catch myself some nice fish. Alright guys, I'm fishing here on Fraser Island. I've got a paternoster rig with the star sinker to keep it out where I want it. I'm using a couple of sandworms here today, just in front of the Eurong Beach Fishing Resort. And, ooh, I'm getting a couple bites. Yep. Gonna wind it up a bit. Yep. I think I got him. Yep. Right. It's not a monster, but I'm calling dart. It's a very common species to catch here on Fraser Island. So, let's see what we've got here. Yep. My prediction is correct. Nice little dart. Alright guys, this here is a swallowtail dart. They love to eat sandworms. That's got to be my favourite bait for these guys, but they will eat prawns, pippies and yabbies. So let's go release them. Alright, in the surf. And off he goes.
Hey everyone, Matt here. Normally I'm on the other side of the camera filming with Nick and he's fishing, but today I'm just going to give you a few tips when we are driving on Fraser Island. So the first thing we always do is let our tyres down. I bring mine down to 18 PSI as a starter. I can always go down more for that because sometimes the sand and the tracks can be a little bit soft. On the way over here just this morning we saw 3 cars that were stuck. The first one was stuck purely because he hadn't let his tyres down. So instead of chewing the tracks up, let a bit of air out, take it a little bit slower and get through. Make sure you've got your own recovery gear. So I always carry my own snatch strap. I carry a bag that I can use as a damper and a rated recovery shackle. Okay, make sure they are rated so if you do need to use them. On top of that, I've always got my Max Tracks up on the roof of my car. Again, I can use these for myself. I can lend them out if I need to. But you find that if you're using your own gear, if something does go miss, it's your gear that you're using. On the back of my car, we've got our recovery point hooked into the tow bar, and on the front of the car also I've got rated recovery points. So if I do ever need to recover someone or need recovering myself, then I know that I can always use them. So when you're driving on the beach, guys, I always like to park either facing the dunes or facing the ocean. Right now I'm facing the dunes with the back to the ocean. We're having a bit of a fish. And the reason you do this is other cars that are driving up and down the beach know that you're stationary, know that you're stopped, and they know that you need to drive around you. Also, when you're driving the beach, use your indicators to say whether you're going to go left or right, and if everyone does this, you can avoid any mishaps on the beach. So the family and I, we've been coming to Fraser since before we had kids, so a few years now. We love it over here, the kids love it over here, it's always a great time. So if you play a little bit safe, be sensible, make sure you have a good time, you can avoid any mishaps and make sure you make it home.
So this is Eli Creek. It's one of my favourite spots on Fraser. The good thing is, it's a really short drive from Eurong Beach Resort. Now let's go for a swim.
How good's this, guys? You come back after a day up on the beach in the salts and the sand, chuck the dollar in, fresh water to give your car a good clean.